Of this game, having their season come to a close, a 2-seed Plymouth State Panthers taking on Western Connecticut, who is the 6th seed who fell to the number 1 seed host, UMass Dartmouth. We will take a look at the starting lineup for Plymouth State. The hurt right fielder leads it off, Sarah Tenke. The pitcher will... Deb Morrill, the right fielder, will lead it off. It is Cassidy Emerson, the center fielder, hitting second. Ashley, the catcher, hitting third. Madison Harris, the DP, hitting cleanup. Now goes the first baseman, hitting fifth. Lindsay Hall, a left fielder, sixth. Nora Butler, shortstop, seventh. Jen Landers, third baseman, eighth. And Lauren Bolt, the second baseman, will hit ninth. Kayla, who is going to be the pitcher in this one. Take a look, too, at the defensive alignment for Western Connecticut. As Sarah Tenke will be the one who is in the circle here in this must-win game for the Colonials. This one hit on a line into left field, a base hit. So Natalia Hurt, first pitch swinging. And that was Deborah Merrill, first pitch swinging and hitting it into left field for a base hit as Cassidy Emerson now will bat. So Emerson batting here. First pitch missing for a ball to Emerson, 1-0. Hit on the ground to second for one. They will not get it as the throw will pull the shortstop off the bag. So a single, then an E4 pulling the shortstop off the bag. Will allow the first two for Plymouth State to reach base. So Emerson reaching on the air. Ashley Deo, the catcher, now will bat. Now runners on first and second base here and nobody out. Pitch in there for a called strike at the knees. It is 0-1. Swan lifted in the air behind short. It will fall as the shortstop unable to get to that one there. That was Charlene Plazinski. And reaching is Ashley Deo on a bloop single. Morrill now at third. Emerson at second. So Plazinski unable to come to the ball out there in shallow left as she had a little bit of a long run to go. Tough play. So Plazinski unable to get it. And the bases are loaded as right now the Colonials now talking things over inside of the circle. Madison Harris will bat the DP. So Tenke into early trouble. This pitch will miss in the dirt. Good job there by Rosa blocking that one. Now it is 1-0 with no place to put the hitter right now. Harris DP in this game and cleanup hitter, and she'll lift this one in the air to deep left and forget it. It is gone. A grand slam off the bat of Madison Harris, and it will give Plymouth State the lead here 4-0 in this elimination game. So 4-0 the score. As what a charge put into it there. Off the bat of Madison Harris, her fourth homer of the year. RBIs number 24, 25, 26, and 27. Now a grand slam coming off the bat of Harris, giving Plymouth State an early lead. Time called here, and we will see a pitching change here early in this one. So that is it. as 10 Keys Day is over as the first 4 batters reach, capped off by the grand slam. So we will take a break here for this pitching change, and we will be back. 4-0 Plymouth State in the top of the first inning. They lead Western Connecticut. So back here for the pitching change, it is Angelina Miller, who is 5-5 on the year, 338 earned run average, making her 16th appearance. 7 of them have been starts, 39 in the third innings pitched, 43 hits allowed, 24 runs, 19 earned. She has walked 12 and struck out 24. As 10 Key, the starter, and just going 4 batters in this one, as it has been all Plymouth State. Madison Harris with a grand slam to give the Panthers a 4-0 lead and chase the starter out of here in a hurry. First pitch on its way. Swinging a pop-up in foul territory. Heading over is the third baseman, Fitzsimmons, and she'll make the catch at foul ground. Milgos retired for the first out. As able to come in and get a quick out is Angelina Miller. And now Lindsey Hall, the left fielder, will bat. Take a look at the numbers for Hall. And she this one on the ground sharply to third. Low throw there, unable to be dug out there by the first baseman as it was bobbled by Fitzsimmons. The throw low, and it will be an E5, allowing Hall to reach. So now Nora Butler will bat. Butler hitting at .354. No homers and 8 runs batted in. Plymouth State not wanting this season to be over as they have come out swinging the bat strong. As 5 of the 6 have reached base. And on a line foul, went into the Western Connecticut bullpen. So Butler here, 7th hitter to bat here in this inning, with it a 4-0 game. Dribbled foul. Here is the 0-2. Missing low. Well, Jen Landers waiting on deck. That's just 1 out in this inning, and then perhaps if someone else could get on, it would be Lauren Archambault. To bat, line foul into the Colonials bullpen once again. One, 2. Sing up and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So you wait at 2-2 here from Miller. Missing for a ball, runner takes off, the throw down. And the tag applied there around the helmet. For the out. As caught stealing there is Lindsey Hall. Caught stealing right there. No, 3-2 now to Nora Butler. This one is popped up on the infield. In fair territory to the right of the bag, it is caught by Jordan Fitzsimmons, and that will retire the side. Not before, though, Plymouth State is able to break this one open early as they take a 4-0 lead on the grand slam off the bat of Madison Harris. We'll take a break and be back with bottom of the first inning action here from UMass Dartmouth as you are watching the final game here of day number 1 of the LEC tournament. And we are back here at UMass Dartmouth as we get set to go for the home half of the first inning. Plymouth State, who is the visiting team in this one, on top of Western Connecticut by a score of 4-0. We'll take a look at the starting lineup here for Western Connecticut. Natalia Hurt, right fielder, leads it off. Sarah Tenke hitting second. Anna Rosa, the catcher, hits third. Erica Bauer, the left fielder, hits cleanup. Charlene Plazinski, shortstop, fifth. Riley McMahon, second baseman, hitting sixth. Cameron Grayson, the DP, hits seventh. Nicole Bonani, the first baseman, will hit eighth. And Rachel Errol will be hitting ninth to round out the order. First pitch swinging is Hurt as she pops it in the air out to center field, and it is caught there by the center fielder, Cassidy Emerson. It's Hall in left. Morrill is in right. Jay Landers at third, or a Butler at short. Lauren Shambo over at second. Milgos over at first. Kayla Matthew in the circle. Actually, Deo is the catcher. Pitch missing for a ball, 1-0. One and 0 here. Taken there for a strike. Tenke came out of the circle, still in there hitting. Tenke, 354 hitter on the year, no homers and 10 runs batted in. Matthew on the year, 7 and 6, a 340 earned run average, making her 17th start, 20th appearance. As that's taken for a strike, it's now 1-2. One complete game, 78 in the third innings, pitched 112, hits allowed 59 runs, 38 earned, 25 walks, 42 Ks. Here is the 1-2. Rolling up there for a ball, and it is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Tenke. And Rosa waiting on deck. One out here in the bottom half of the first, of the Colonials trailing 4-0. 2-2. Off the plate, ball 3. Now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two from Matthew on its way to Tenke, missing high, ball 4. So Sarah Tenke will draw a 1-out walk here. Annie Rosa now will bat the catcher. Western Connecticut beating Southern Maine. A final in that one, 8-0. And that is who UMass Dartmouth will play tomorrow at 10 a.m. They'll be taking on Southern Maine. Swinging a pop foul to the right side out of play. 0-1 here to Rosa. Rosa coming in to this game hitting at .400, 5 homers and 22 runs batted in. The 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 here, the count to Rosa. One foul back, and it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 here to Rosa, with 10-key running at first. And 1 out here in the inning. One, two. This one is popped up on the right side of the infield. Shambo with a long run in, and she is able to make the catch there for the first out. As Rosa is retired on the pop-up to the second baseman. As now Erica Bauer will bat. We'll take a look at the numbers for Bauer, the left fielder. .368 hitter on the year, no homers, and 21 runs batted in. This pitch in there for a called strike. It is 0-1. And her time here to work is Kayla Matthew in there for a strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike now the count. Here is the 1-1. Trying to bunt her way on here, and it's a good one up the third base line, and just having to hold on to it there is Jen Landers. A bunt single with 2 outs for Erica Bauer, the cleanup hitter. And now 10-key up at second. Runners on first and second base here. And 2 outs. Charlene Plazinski will bat the shortstop. So here is Plazinski in the box. Plazinski hitting at .317, 5 homers and 25 runs batted in. This pitch will miss low, 1-0. Almost stayed out in front to a 4-0 lead with the Colonials hitting here in the bottom of the first. On the inside corner for a strike around the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike. On the inside, 2-1 now the count to Plazinski, just could not catch the inside corner right there. No, it is 2-1. Oh, 2-1, the count. This one is lifted in the air, out to center field, and it is caught by Cassidy Emerson, and that will retire the side. So Matthew having to work around a few base runners there, no runs. There are no hits. It's going to be 1 hit in the inning. There are no errors, and there are 2 left on base. We head now to the second inning here in this elimination game with Plymouth State leading Western Connecticut by a score of 4-0. And we are back here for the top of the second inning here. It is a 4-0 game, as it is in favor right now of the Panthers as they come to hit. Jen Landers coming up now to the plate. First pitch, missing low, 1-0. Look at the numbers for Landers, 277, hitter with 13 runs batted in. The Panthers putting up a 4 spot in the top of the first to open the game. Legal pitch called here, so it's 2-0. Morrill now will bat the right fielder, 1-for-1 with a single, scored on the grand slam. This pitch will miss low, 1-0 to Morrill. Morrill trying to get something started with 2 outs. Remember, it was the first 4 that reached in that first inning for the Panthers. Really opened things up. Which will miss low, 2-0 to Morrill. 2-0, lifted in the air, out to left. It is caught by Bauer, and that will end the inning. So Morrill flying out there to left field to end this inning, and the Panthers go down 1-2-3 as Miller has been able to settle in here since coming in relief. So we will take a break here as we head now to the home half of the second inning. We will take a break and be back. Back here for the bottom of the second inning. It is a 4-0 game with the Panthers leading Western Connecticut. Will be Riley McMahon to lead it off. McMahon hitting at .288, 3 homers and 10 runs batted in. Well, Matthew with a quick rest this time in the dugout as their team went down 1-2-3 to begin this inning. First pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1 to McMahon. And also scheduled to hit here. Hit on a line to short, and that one is caught by the shortstop Butler. So retired there is McMahon. Geisen now will bat. So Geisen batting here, designated player. So hitting at .213, no homers, and 2 runs batted in. The first pitch on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1 to Geisen. The 0-1. Lifted in the air, out to left, crossing over in towards foul ground. That is going to be Lindsey Hall, who will make the catch, and Geisen is retired on the fly out in foul territory for out number 2. Jelena Miller now will bat, the pitcher. One hit off of her, and she offered at it on the swing. Another scoreless frame here. The 0-2. Sing high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The inside corner at the knees, strike 3. Miller down on strikes looking, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 frame for Kayla Matthew. On down to the top of the 3rd inning we go. It is a 4-0 game with the Panthers leading. You're listening and watching the LEC softball tournament here on the LEC Network. Back here for the top of the 3rd inning. Cassidy Emerson will lead it off, 2-3-4 in the batting order for Plymouth State. Emerson reaching on an error her first time up, came around to score on the grand slam by Madison Harris. First pitch on its way. In there for a called strike 1, 0-1. Dale, the catcher, and Harris also scheduled to hit here in this inning for Plymouth State. 0-1. This one is lifted in the air out towards shallow left. Erica Bauer under it and makes a catch for the out. They're taking charge of the shortstop, Plazinski, coming out there. And that is out number 1. Ashley Deo now will bat. Deo, the first base, has singled, has reached. The catcher singling back in the first. First pitch off the plate. Ball 1. 1-0 here to Deo. This is lifted in the air out towards deep left. Bauer still back, and it is off the wall as she's unable to come up with it. Throw into second base, not in time. Sliding it well ahead of the throw, and the tag is Ashley Deo. So now a single earlier, and now a double. So Ashley Deo reaching base. A 1-out double as the Panthers look for more here. Pitch missing for a ball, 1-0. one is popped up in front of the circle. Miller under to makes the catch. So Harris is retired, so they're able to get rid of Harris this time uneventfully. Actually, it's Sarah Tenke now over there at first base. Well, Goss now will bat. The first baseman 0 for 1, popping up to third in foul territory. Big swing and a miss there at the first pitch. No, 0-1, as it is Angelina Miller ahead of her. Oh, one hit on a line, leaping there, Plazinski, and she'll make the catch, and is retired. And will retire the side. In the inning, no runs, 1 hit. There are no errors, and 1 left on base. On now to the home half of the third we go. It is a 4-0 game with Plymouth State leading Western Connecticut. Back here for the home half of the third inning. It is a 4-0 game, as it is the Colonials hitting here as they trail this one by a score of 4-0 to Plymouth State. Rachel Murrell will lead it off for the Colonials. Murrell hitting a .286 on the year, and 7 runs batted in. First pitch on its way, hit on a line out towards left, into a slide there, and making the catch against the body there is the left fielder, Lindsey Hall. Hall making the catch on Earl, and that is the first out of the inning. Not the way I think she planned and hoped to grab it, but it's a catch, and that is the first out of the inning. Talia Hurt now will bat. Flying out in her first at bat to center field. A little dribbler in front of the circle. Fielded there by the pitcher. Matthew throws to first base for the out. And just like that, there are 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the third. Sarah Tenke now will bat. Tenke, the first baseman now, after only facing 4 batters and did not retire an out on any of them. Fouled off, out of play. Off the bat of Tenke, 0-1. Tenke walking. In her first plate appearance. 1 will miss low, 1 ball and 1 strike. On 1 will miss, 2-1 the count to Tenke. And she tries to reach base here with 2 outs. So 2-1 here to Key. taken for a strike, as it is now 2-2 to Tenke. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs to Tenke. Two on its way. Sing in the dirt, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 3-2 now. Three-two to Tenke. Popped up foul off the top of the third base dugout. And it will stay at 3-2. So Tenke battling here with Kayla Matthew. Just 1 strikeout. Got Angelina Miller looking. That ended the second. Trying to get Tenke here to end this third inning. So you play here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. 2 fouled off out of play. And we will do it again with another 3-2 pitch coming to Tenke. No, neither one refusing to give in at all. So 3-2 now the count. The outside corner, strike 3 called. As Tenke is down on strikes, looking to retire the side. So going down 1, 2, 3 there are the Colonials, as Kayla Matthew had to work there to get Tenke, and she's able to punch her out looking there to end the inning. We have played 3 full here in this elimination game, with it being a 4-0 game with Plymouth State leading Western Connecticut. We'll take a break and be back here for 4th inning action. You're watching the 2019 LEC Softball Championship Tournament on the Little East Network. And we are back here for the top of the 4th inning. Lindsey Hall will bat. Hall reaching on an error by the third baseman Fitzsimmons in her first at bat, caught stealing to record the second out of the inning for the Colonials. In there for a called strike 1 to Hall. It is 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, Nora Butler and Jen Landers also scheduled to hit here. On 1 missing high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two, 1, up and away, ball 3. Oh, Lindsey Hall trying to reach base for a second time. They're just trying to see if they can get the offense going again. This is lifted in the air to left field, and that will do it, as it is long gone. A solo homer off the bat of Lindsey Hall, and it is now a 5-0 game, as the Panthers will hit their second home run in this game. Another one to left field, as Lindsey Hall will make it 5-0, as a towering shot out to left field off the bat of Hall will extend this Plymouth State lead to 5-0. See Hall coming into today just hitting at 159. It's her first homer of the year and her 5th run batted in. Now Nora Butler will bat, the shortstop. Butler 0 for 1 with a pop-up to third base. First pitch up and away, ball one. Oh no, taken for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 the count to Butler. Off the plate, ball 2, 2-1. Well, Miller giving up the homer, and now behind once again here on Butler, 2-1. One hit on the third base side, foul down that line, and it is 2 balls now and 2 strikes. Two hit back to the circle, fielded by Miller. She'll throw on to first base for the out. And Butler is retired. So 1-3 there to record the first out of the inning. And Jen Landers now will bat. Landers, the third baseman, 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. Panthers leading this game now 5-0 thanks to the solo homer to lead off the inning by Lindsey Hall. This pitch missing low, 1-0. Little dribbler on the ground towards short. Plazinski fields, low throw, and it's picked there by the first baseman, Tenke, and that will be the second out. Landers retired. Lauren Archambault, the second baseman, now will bat. Batting here with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch taken or called strike. It is 0-1. Missing upstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. On 1 off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike now the count. 2-1 to Archambault with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Pops this one up, straight back, foul, out of play. We'll do it again with another pitch, 2-2 now coming. When Smith is throwing in the bullpen right now for Western Connecticut. Reach for and hit on the ground, past the diving glove of the third baseman Fitzsimmons, backed up by Plazinski. No play though, as she'll just have to put that one in her pocket, and as Lauren Archambault will reach base via 2-out infield single. Plymouth State now with a total of 6 hits. As Deb Morrill will bat as it goes back now to the top of the batting order. Morrill singling and scoring a run in the first, flying out to left field last time up. Here is the first pitch, shows bunt, and that one only will be handled there by the catcher. Taking her eye off it with the bunt being perhaps shown. Getting to the backstop there, and Archambault able to move up a base. Now we'll wait for an official scoring there. Going up on a wild pitch. Archambault now at second base. Now we had the most recent game. This one will miss. 2-0. Oh, 2-0 the count. As we wait at 2-0 now to Morrill. Rolled on the ground to first, fielded there by Sarah Tenke. Takes it to the bag herself there for the out, and that will retire the side. So in the inning, it is Plymouth State striking for a run on 2 hits. There are No errors, one left on base. It was Lindsey Hall's solo homer to make it 5-0. We head to the home half of the fourth inning here. Panthers lead 5-0 over the Colonials. Back for the bottom of the fourth inning. It is 5-0 now. Lindsey Hall solo home run making the score this way. Annie Rosa, the catcher, leads it off. 3, 4, 5 in the batting order for the Colonials as they now trail by 5. Well, Kayla Matthew has been very good in this one. It's the first pitch to be popped on up on the right side of the infield. Lauren Archambault calling for it. The second baseman makes the catch. So that is the first out there. Rosa retired there on one pitch. And now Erica Bauer will come up to the plate. She does have a single, so she is 1 for 1 in this game. Western Connecticut just with one hit. It's now 8 in a row retired by Kayla Matthew. And this is lifted in the air out to left. Down that line, foul territory, unable to get to it there is going to be the left fielder, Lindsey Hall. It's got under it a little bit too much. As we've seen a few homers in this game, the grand slam, and then Hall's solo homer go out here to left field. So 0-1 here, the count. This one popped up on the right side, foul territory on the run there. Mel Goss will make the catch. Nicely done there to record the out on Bauer. And there are 2 away just like that. Charlene Plazinski now will bat. Plazinski 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field. Oh, here, Matthew, that's what you want. Got a big lead, 5-0. Just throw strikes and make the opponent certainly put it in play and make them do something. Don't need to be too cute or nibble a lot. If you're on the mound, right through the wickets there on the ground ball, through the shortstop's legs, Nora Butler. So Plazinski will reach base on an E6. Now, Nora Butler was backing up on that a little bit there and then able to allow Plazinski to reach as she sort of let it play her just a bit. So Riley McMahon will bat first. Error of the game for the Panthers. McMahon trying to bunt her way on, puts down a good one, fielded there by the catcher. That is Dale, and she'll just have to hold on to it. So Riley McMahon with a bunt single after the error extends the inning. So runners now are on first and second base with 2 outs. Marin Geisen, now the designated player, will bat. Now, the Colonials getting something started here, though, with 2 outs. They were able to get runners on first and second base with 2 outs in the first. Looks like we might actually see a pinch hitter instead. Jenna Houlihan announced as the pinch hitter. So Pops it up straight back, out of play, and we'll do it now with a 1 ball and 1 strike count. So 1 ball, 1 strike here with 2 outs. Matthew ready with a 1-2 to Houlihan. Popped up, straight back, out of play. And we'll do it now with a 1-2. Houlihan pinch hitting here with runners on first and second. One of the really only few chances that we've seen for the Colonials to try to make a dent here at this deficit. Hit on a line, caught by the third baseman, Jen Landers, and that will retire the sides with a pinch hitter, Houlihan, hitting it hard, but right at the hot corner to Landers, as she'll hang on for the out. In the inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left, 4 full complete. It is 5-0 Plymouth State. Back here for the top of the 5th inning, Panthers lead Western Connecticut by a score of 5-0. Loser of this one will be done for the year. As right now, it is the Panthers trying to hold on here and maybe add to this as they look to live one more day here. Western Connecticut falling in the first game, getting walked off on by a score of 3-2 by the host UMass Dartmouth, as Matty Ogrizik with a sacrifice fly. In the 7th to give the Corsairs the walk-off win, a come from behind, and that was a game that the Corsairs did not lead in until that very point. Cassidy Emerson will take the first pitch up and away, 1-0. It is Emerson, Deo, and Harris, 2, 3, 4 in the batting order. Jelena Miller ready. Pitch, 0 missing low, 2-0. It'll be another busy day tomorrow. First game beginning at 10, UMass Dartmouth playing at 10 o'clock again, as that's taken for a called strike by Emerson. They'll be taking on Southern Maine. This one hit on the ground towards the middle, and it is through. Emerson with a base hit. This one gets by the center fielder, and getting up on the error will be Emerson. So the leadoff hitter is on base, presumably a single, then an error to allow it to get the runner up the extra base. A leadoff hitter reaching base. Pitch missing low, 1-0. The third error committed in this one for Western Connecticut, as Ashley Deo has reached twice, a single and a double. Upstairs, 2-0. When you look ahead at the schedule for tomorrow, game 1 at 10 a.m., UMass Dartmouth against Southern Maine. This is popped up on the right side of the infield. Man will make the catch, and that is the first out here of the inning. So for game number 2 tomorrow, we will see UMass Boston taking on Eastern Connecticut. First pitch, called strike 1 to Harris. 0-1 here to the designated player, Madison Harris, who had the grand slam earlier in this one. That opened up the scoring in the first inning to give the Panthers a lead. On ball, 1 strike here to Harris. And depending on what happens after game number 6, if 4 teams are remaining, the winner of this game today will take on the loser of the second game. This is hit up the middle into center field. A base hit being waved home is Emerson. Throw cut off at the circle. RBI single for Madison Harris. And the Panthers extend the lead. It is now 6-0. And time will be called here as we have a trip out, and that will be it here for Angelina Miller, as 6 runs have come home now with this one for the Panthers, as they are able to extend the lead on Harris's RBI singles. Madison Harris, how about what she has been able to do? 5 RBIs in this one now, in this tournament so far. We are going to take a break for the pitching change, and we will be back here and get you who that is. 6-0 now the score. Plymouth State leads with 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. And we are back here for the top half of the 5th with a pitching change. Jacqueline Smith, who threw in game number 1, will now be on the rubber right now in the circle. Jacqueline Smith, 6-4 on the year, 173 ERA, making her 19th overall appearance. She has had 14 starts, 5 complete games, 85 innings pitched, 94 hits allowed, 41 runs, 21 earned, 19 walks, 44 Ks. Well, Ghost now batting. Plate umpire going over to the Plymouth State dugout to conversation. Sure, it's about a potential change, but the RBI single from Harris right now making it 6-0. One out. It's at the plate. Pitch missing up and away, 1-0. Balls popping up in foul territory to third in the first, lining out to short in the third. 1-0 on the inside corner around the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike. Lindsey Hall waiting on deck, who had the solo homer, first of the season, coming here in the tournament. Off the plate, 2-1 now the count to was ahead in the count, 2-1. Here is a 2-1 pitch, chopped on the ground, foul towards the Western Connecticut dugout, and it is even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Missing high, ball 3. A 1 out here in the inning. Harris, the runner, over at first after the RBI single, plated Cassidy Emerson. She was able to score from second on the ball into the outfield. 2 cut on him, missed strike 3. It's down on strikes there, and there are now 2 outs as Lindsey Hall now will bat. Pitch in there for a called strike to Hall, 0-1. Off the plate, 1-1. Quick throw down over towards first, and getting back in is Harris. Here is a 1-1. Missing for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike to Hall. Was reached twice on an error, and then that solo homer. 1 home here in the inning for the Panthers. 2-1 down and away, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count. Swan hit through the hole on the right side, a base hit with 2 outs. It is bobbled out there by the outfielder, and you're hurt, but able to recover and get it in with no further advancement. Lindsey Hall has reached base 3 times. Now the shortstop Nora Butler will bat here with 2 outs in the top half of the 5th. Pitch will miss low, 1-0 to Butler. Is lifted in the air out to right. Caught out there by they're hurt, and that will retire the side. So the Panthers able to plate 1 in the inning. They will do it on a total of 3 hits. No errors, and they will leave 2 on base. On now to the home half of the 5th inning. It is 6-0 Plymouth State leading Western Connecticut. And we are back here. For the fifth, second baseman Nicole Bonani batting. First pitch swinging, pops it up towards first. Caught there by Milnos for the out. One pitch here from Kayla Matthew and one out. Another change to tell you about that we're just headed told now out here. Kayla Jessup is now in the game at third. In there for a strike. She'll roll up here. Merrill 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. Cut on and missed there. Quickly 0-2 to Merrill. Oh, and 2 here. Foul back, straight back, out of play. So 0-2 here to Merrill. Running inside and tight, 1 ball and 2 strikes. On and 2 here to Merrill. This one will miss low, 2 balls and 2 strikes in the dirt there. Well, the 9-hitter in the batting order for the Colonials before it goes back to the top. Who lifted in the air, down the line in left. Caught there in fair territory down the left field line by Lindsey Hall. Earl retired for out number 2. Hurt now batting. Hart. Batting here 0 for 2. Swan hit on the ground up the middle, a base hit for Natalia Hart. Hart reaching base with a 2-out single. See a pinch runner come in. Stan Cabbage in to pinch run. Tenke up at the plate. Pitch missing for a ball to now the first baseman, and that is Sarah Tenke. The 1-0. Hit on a sharp line out there to left field. So runners now on first and second base as Tenke with a base hit to keep this inning going. So now Annie Rosa will bat. Runners on first and second base now. Pitch in there for a strike at the knees, 0-1. This one is popped up. Coming on in as a center fielder, unable to make the catch there as that hit leather as everyone was going back. The second baseman and also the shortstop calling for it, and it just fell out there. So it will be a 2-out run coming home to make it 6-1. An official scoring on that ball, but runners now on the corners. Cabbage, the one able to come home and score. Will be an E8. This one popped up off the bat of Bauer. This time, no problem out there in center field as it is caught this time by Emerson, and that will retire the side. Well, one run comes home in the inning for Western Connecticut on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. 5 full complete here. It is Plymouth State 6, Western Connecticut 1. Back here for the top of the 6th, it will be the third baseman, Jen Landers, leading it off. First pitch on its way in there for a called strike, 0-1. The count to Landers. This one fouled off. Quickly now 0-2 as Jacqueline Smith back out there. The 0-2. Staying in the dirt, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 here to Landers. Now a 6-1 game in the top of the 6th. Takes that for a ball. Two and two. Going down and reaching for that one and fouling it off is Landers. Playing chase the third ball here of this at bat. So 2-2 still. Two and dribbled back to the circle, fielded by Smith. She'll throw on to first base for the out as over to Sarah Tenke over there at first base. Lauren Archambault now batting the second baseman. Trying to bunt her way on here is Archambault, fielded there by the pitcher Smith. Throws to first base in time. Archambault retired, 1-3. of this game will be playing tomorrow. As this is hit into left field, a base hit. So Deb Morrill will get a 2-out single to keep this inning going. But they will be playing tomorrow at 2 o'clock. They'll be playing the loser of game number 6. Or the winner of game number 5. Now it depends on how everything shakes out. One will miss, 1-1. One ball, one strike here to Cassidy Emerson. It's inside, runner takes off, throw down, will head into center field. As unable to grab it was Plazinski. Deb Morrill with a stolen base, with 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th inning. So 2-1 now to Emerson as it missed through a ball. Two-one. Knee-high strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes. O'Neill's getting their first run of the game in the bottom half of the 5th. 2-2 here to Emerson. One will miss, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit back to the circle, fielded by Smith. She'll throw on to first base for the out, and that will retire the side. The inning, no runs, 1 hit. There are no errors, and there is 1 left on base. We will head now to the home half of the 6th inning. Plymouth State leading 6-1 over Western Connecticut. And we are back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 6-1 the score. Plymouth State leading Western Connecticut here. The final game of the opening day of the 2019 LEC Softball Championship Tournament. Charlene Plazinski will lead it off. Plazinski will swing at the first pitch and cranks it in the air out towards deep center field. That's gone. Home run off the bat of Charlene Plazinski to dead center will make it a 6-2 game. So Plazinski hitting one out, her 6th homer of the year, her 26th run batted in, and Charlene Plazinski will inch the Colonials closer as it is now 6-2. Oh, now Riley McMahon will bat. Pitch will miss for a ball, 1-0 to McMahon. Cabbage, a pinch ran, stayed in the game for Hart. 1-0 here to McMahon. The Colonials getting another one back to make it a 4-run game. That will miss, 3-0. There's a pitch to McMahon. Hits it sharply on the ground too short. Fielded by Colby. Throw is going to be wide of the bag. And quickly getting to it is Mel Goss. So just like that, an error after the homer. And the Colonials will have a runner on base. So things getting a little bit interesting here. And that is going to certainly be an E6 on that throw. Jenna Houlihan batting. Swings there at the first pitch and lifts it down the line. Left field line, foul territory. Hall will make the catch as she's able to run it down. Job there of Lindsey Hall running that one down as the Panthers are able to pick up the first out here of the inning. Cole Bonani now batting. First pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Here is the 0-1. The inside, missing, 1-1. One ball, one strike here to Bonani. Hits that on a line to second. It is caught. Throw is high into the dugout. So it will be an L4 to get Bonani, and then an E4 on the throw, allowing the runner to take second base. Now that is Riley McMahon. And they'll give two bases as it went into the dugout. That is just ridiculous because you're not going anywhere on a line drive. You're retreating back to the bag, so you're not doubled off. But here she is on third, so it's a two-base throwing error with it going into the dugout. Jill Muro batting, the center fielder, takes the first pitch low, 1-0. Now here's another big run for the Colonials that they're trying to get in here in the sixth. As right now it is 6-2, but definitely 6-3, much more manageable than a 6-2 deficit when you come to bat with your final 3 outs of your season remaining. Cut on a miss there, the 1-0. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, flying out to left field both times. And time will be called here as Stone going to have a conversation with the hitter, Rachel Murrell. That runner at third base here. Ball 1 strike here with 2 outs. Swan popped up, charging in is Landers, the third baseman, to make the catch, and that will retire the side. So in the inning, 1 run will come home here for Western Connecticut on the home run by Charlene Plazinski to lead off the inning. There are 2 errors in the inning, and there is 1 left on base. On to the 7th we go, 6-2 score with Plymouth State leading. Back here for the top of the 7th, Ashley Deo, the catcher, will lead it off. First pitch on its way, off the plate to Deo, 1-0. Deo with a single and a run scored on the grand slam from Harris, and then a double in the 3rd. Popped out last time to 2nd. The 1-0. Missing low, 2-0 now the count to Deo. State trying to keep this where it is, or maybe even tack on another one as that one bounces up there 3-0 to try to advance. To tomorrow. 3-0 missing, ball 4. So Madison Harris now will bat. 5 runs batted in this game. RBI single in the 5th. Pop out to the pitcher in the 3rd. And then a grand slam in the 1st to open up the scoring. Pitch in there for a called strike 1, 0-1. Oh, 1 to Harris, bouncing up there in the dirt. Good stop by Rosa. 1 ball and 1 strike. Off the plate, 2-1. On running down and in, 3 balls and 1 strike to Harris. So Smith walking the first hitter here in this inning. And then behind now, 3-1 on Harris. The 3-1. Seeing ball 4, so back-to-back walks here to open up this inning as Harris is able to reach base on a walk as Deo will move up to second. Well, Goss batting. Struck out swinging in the 5th. Lining out to short in the 3rd, and then a pop-up in foul territory. First shows bunt, offers at it, as it will pop in and out of the mitt there of Rosa. 0-1 the count. I want him to get the bunt down as the Panthers just playing to get another 1 or 2 here to give themselves some more breathing room. Off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. As showing bunt again was Goss. 1 ball, 1 strike here, the count. Bunt again, stabs at it and gets it down. Picked up there by Rosa, the catcher. She'll throw to first base for that only play that she had. Sacrifice will work there, 2-3. Good bunt there from Goss. And time will be called here. Stone out of the dugout here for Western Connecticut, and did that hit off of a foot there of the runner in Goss. It's a question, that's the case, is a dead ball on the interference from the batter. And then it will be the first out, and the runners would have to go back. Well, we'll stay. A sacrifice, 2-3. Lindsey Hall now will bat. So here is Lindsey Hall, who had a solo homer in the 4th. Well, check swing foul up the first base side. 0-1 here to Hall. Oh, and 1 here to Hall. Oh, 1 foul back, straight back out of play. 0-2 now to Hall. Oh, 0-2 here to Hall. It was reach base all 3 times, once on an error, the homer, and then a single last time up in the 5th. Off the plate there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, two, just off the plate. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. With 1 out. Two waved at and missed, strike 3. Down on strikes there is Lindsey Hall, so they're finally able to keep her off base. And now Nia Colby, the shortstop, will bat. Colby hitting at .267, 4 of 15. He's at 4 walks. That one off the plate, 1-0. Oh, 1-0 here to Colby. Or a Butler going 0 for 3. He fouls that one straight back and out of play. And it is 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Missing high, 2 balls and 1 strike now the count to Colby. For the Colonials, they will have the top of the batting order due up in the home half of the 7th as they trail right now by 4. Colby fouls that one off, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2. With the runners on second and third. Cut on and missed, strike 3. Colby down on strikes, and that will end the threat there as Plymouth State fails to score. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left. On to the home half of the 7th we go. Western Connecticut needs 4 to tie to keep their season going, or 5 here to walk off. It's a 6-2 game with the Panthers leading. Back here for the home half of the 7th, 6-2 game. New pitcher to tell you about with the Colonial season down to its final 3 outs. Caitlin Miller, who started the first game and was saddled with the loss against UMass Boston, comes in trying to get the final 3 outs, making her 30th appearance on the year. First pitch, missing high, 1-0. As it is. Talia Hart back in there, batting once again, as she had been replaced by Brittany Stankiewicz. The 1-0. Hit on the ground, foul up the first base line. 1 ball and 1 strike. So on going back out there behind the tarp rolling. A 1-1 here. Oh, 1 ball, 1 strike. Slay dribbled on the ground to short, fielded by Colby, throws onto first base for the out, and Hart is retired, 6-3. Oh, the leadoff hitter is retired. First baseman now, Sarah Tenke will bat. Tenke batting here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Western Connecticut, the 6th seed, was 3 outs away from finishing off UMass Dartmouth, but the Corsairs end up coming back and walking off on them in the first game. Well, this morning at during the 10 o'clock game. Missed by Tenke, 0-1. Maddie O'Grizik sacrifice fly proving to be the difference out to left field to win that one. One taken for a strike. It is now 0-2 to Tenke. Rosa, the hitter, waiting in the on-deck circle. Here is the 0-2. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Sarah Tenke down on strikes looking, and now it is Western Connecticut down to their final out. They will have to wait and see the results, but they will be playing nonetheless at 2 o'clock Plymouth State tomorrow. They're going to be against the Game 1 winner or the loser of the second game. Pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1 to Rosa. Foul back, and now it is 0-2. WestCon, like their season is going to come to a close, and it's going to finish at 19-18. The Panthers going to look like they are going to improve to 21-17. Miller on the rubber here. The 0-2 to Rosa. Just off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We will have to wait here for another one. Bottom of the 7th. Colonials down to their final out here in this elimination game. Plymouth State 1 pitch away from advancing to see another day tomorrow. 1-2. Popped up. Foul territory. Unable to grab it. There is the catcher, Deo, and it drops. 1 ball and 2 strikes still is the count here. To Rosa. 1-2. Rosa reached last time on the drop fly ball in center field. 1-2, hit back on the ground towards the circle, bobbled there by Miller. It is picked on up by Landers. So it will be a 2-out base runner as Erica Bauer will bat. Called here. Looks like Western Connecticut will send a pinch runner in. An E1, the 5th error committed by Plymouth State, and somehow they have a 6-2 lead. Nina Ongaro in the game to pinch run. So Erica Bauer batting here to try to keep the Colonials alive. The error by the pitcher Miller keeping the game going as Rosa reaching on the E1. Ongaro in pinch running. This pitch will miss for a ball, 1-0. The Colonials need to get another base runner to get the tying run at the very least in the on-deck circle. 1-0 here in a 6-2 game with 2 outs. Missing high, 2-0. Miller, who got a ground out then a strikeout looking, could not field the ball that came back her way to the circle. Now behind 2-0 on Bauer. Takes that one low, ball 3. Now a 3-0 count. With Ongaro, the pinch runner for Rosa right now at first. 3-0. Swing inside, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Erica Bauer. And now the tying run is in the on-deck circle. Charlene Plazinski, who hit a solo homer last time, hoping that Lightning could strike twice again to make it just a 1-run deficit. Plazinski, solo homer in the 6th, reached on an error in the 4th and flew out to center. Caitlin Miller trying to get this final out here for the Panthers. This pitch missing low, 1-0. Time will be called here, and we will have a trip out to the circle. Bruce Addison going out to talk to his team briefly out there as they're 1 out away. It is a 1-0 count here to Plazinski after an error with 2 outs kept the game going, and then the walk. So 1-0 here to Plazinski. Missing high, 2-0. Well, no one is up right now throwing for Plymouth State. We'll see if that changes. Well, the starter was cruising along in this one as well until the 6th inning. That was Kayla Matthew. Touched up for the 2 runs, but kind of shocked that she came out. They took her out, and the 2-0 missing inside. It's now 3-0. Miller behind 3-0 on another hitter. That's 7 in a row now out of the strike zone. Gotta figure Plazinski will be taking. You need the base runners here to get that tying run up to the plate. Plazinski takes that for a called strike on the inside corner or thereabout. It is 3-1. Miller. Ready with a 3-1 on the inside corner for a strike, and now it is full at 3-2. Runners here on 3-2, 2 outs will be going. On the crack of the bat anyway with 2 outs. 3-2. Hit on the ground towards second. That one is fielded by Archambault. Throws onto first base for the out, and the ball game is over. The final score here is Plymouth State 6, Western Connecticut 2. As the Colonials will see their season come to a close, it will be Plymouth State playing tomorrow at 2 p.m. And the opponent for Plymouth State is to be determined right now. Depends on what happens in those games in the morning, most notably what happens in the UMass Dartmouth Southern Maine game. So Western Connecticut will finish the year 19-18. It is Plymouth State improving to 21-17 as they live to see another day here, as they will be playing tomorrow afternoon, Plymouth State. That will do it for the broadcast here as Plymouth State gets the win over Western Connecticut by a score of 6-2. Brian Clemenson here from the UMass Dartmouth Softball Complex saying so long and enjoy the rest of your Thursday night.